as time goes by, we did have best relationships with the brokers that were forthcoming with the data when we asked them, didn't like make a big deal out of it, didn't cry me a river about client confidentiality, because they found a way how to preserve it, because it's it's not that complicated. So shortlisting 3 or 4 good brokers in each line, that was important. By the way, another huge surprise for me as we were kind of going through that journey was that in the past, and to this day, I know like certain countries where this is common practice, you would get like a single broker, and then that single broker company would get you all different policies: marine cargo, PDBI, liabilities, D&O, cyber, whatever you need, they have it. And that was super weird, because what I kept discovering is that some brokers are better at some lines and some brokers are better at different lines. There's not a single company on the planet that is equally capable of placing even the biggest ones. And we've tried all of them in different countries, in Latin America, in North America, in Europe, in Africa. It's just like there's no way a single company can service different insurances, different needs. So that means we started having a short list of like preferred options for different lines. There's a separate shortlist for cargo. There's a separate shortlist for PDBI. There's a separate shortlist for constructional risk. There's a separate shortlist for liabilities and so on. Yes, they overlap sometimes, but it's definitely not a matter of getting one best broker based on their marketing brochure and then kind of placing all of your eggs into this one basket. That is literally like the worst risk management I can think of just giving everything to a single company.
Yeah, you would think this is the default, right? Like that you kind of like would say like these are specialists actually like in this specific mining vertical, and then but actually for me like to then transport certain elements that are extracted from the earth, right, for logistics and stuff like that, I will use somebody else, right? Because they have like again like the right underwriters in mind, the right like analytics, the right data on that stuff and so on. Like you would assume that this is like just like the default that things work, right? It's just like it's not, because like the cake is also big, right? People like want to do like all kind of lines, over promise as well. I think like the over promising is also a big problem. But then just like listening to you, Alex, right now on that front, right? How have you experienced this then with your peers or CFOs as well, that you actually want to split this up and have multi-broker engagements and stuff like that? Did you ever have like actually pushback then from your CFO, etc., and how did you handle that? Or were they just like, hey, Alex, you go ahead?
So I mean, that's actually an interesting question, because I never thought about that, because I've never experienced it. I mean, maybe I was unlucky, but I'm yet to meet a CFO who would care enough about insurance to have like a strong position saying like, no, we should do this. We were always kind of left to experiment, and then as long as we proven that the experiments worked and we were able to show, we've tried 2 options and out of or 3 options, and out of 3 options this one gives us better coverage, better limits, better deductibles, and a better price at the same time, and better wording, then this is good enough. I don't think I've ever had any pushback from the business. You only get pushback, ironically, from like different brokers and your current underwriter. They all come back with the scary stories of like, it's never going to work, and don't do it, it will make things worse. By the way, not once this was proven true, like not once. Whoever came up with this idea that you need a single broker for the placement, I mean, very clever businessman and highly unethical person. There's no coming back. Like that's the only way to place risk, is to subdivide the markets and have brokers compete, because only after they bring you the leading quotes and the terms, you can then determine who is a better fit, like who understands your risk better. You can't do that based on a brochure or on some CVs or on a meeting that you have in the office. They have to kind of put the money where the mouth is.